And roll on down. And let's start by bringing our knees to our chest and just take a few deep breaths. Circle the hips and allow your back to relax. And then kind of rotate your hips in the opposite direction. And then we're going to bring our arms down but our legs straight up. And let's start by bending and straightening our legs as we point and flex our feet. And one more. And we'll put our feet back down on the mat. And let's start rolling the hips up and reaching the arms up over our head and rolling down. Each time we're going to lift up a little bit higher. And then last one, we're going to hold our hips up and let's take 3 slow breaths. And we're going to roll down and let's bring our knees, our legs over to the right in a spinal twist and reach the left arm out. And let's do the thing where we reach the arm up and out to the side, kind of dragging the arm, just comfortably letting the shoulder open. And one more deep breath. And then let's roll the legs over to the other side. And just see the difference, first of all, how one side is different than the other. And then start reaching the arm up and out to the side a few times. And then take one more breath. And let's come back to the center with the legs. And we're going to bring our hands behind our head, right knee to left elbow. And let's do a few of these, leg to leg. Each time putting the whole elbow down. And one more time to each leg. And then we're going to do regular crunches and lift and lower. Let's squeeze the legs together. And then let's lift the legs up and straighten them out and bend and keep going. And point and flex the feet. And let's do one more. And then our regular bicycles. Stretch the leg out as you twist. And then let's bring both knees in and legs straight out and do a few of these, squeezing the legs together. And two more. And then we're going to put our feet down, head down. Let's roll the hips up, stretch the back. We're going to reach the arms down, roll the shoulder blades down, and take a few more breaths. And then lift the right leg up, so the hips are still up. Put the foot down and then the left. Let's do one more to each leg, the right leg, and then the left leg. And we're going to roll the hips down and bring the knees to the chest and make some more circles with the hips. And circle in the opposite direction as well. So let's come into happy baby. Rock a little side to side. And then straddle the legs. Hold whatever you can hold as you press the hips down, extending through the heels. And then we're going to slowly bring the legs together, and we're just going to bring the arms through the legs as the legs open. Lift the chest up, and then arms over the head as the legs close. And notice the evenness in the hips. So we're pressing our hips down and then lifting up. And two more. And let's put our feet down again. One more time, roll the hips up. And let's see if we can clasp our hands underneath us. Lift a little higher. And breathe. And then release the hands. We're going to roll the hips down. And let's come all the way up. And we're going to do our big V pose, feet together, forward fold, and breathing. And then we're going to sit up. Let's put our feet down and come into table pose. And now we're going to lift our right leg up. And then the left, and keep going. A few more can-cans, stretching the leg out. And last one. And then we're going to bring our bottoms down. Let's sit cross-legged, crisscross, and twist to the right. Roll the shoulders down. And then let's twist to the left. And then forward fold, hinging from the hips. And send the breath all the way through your spine. Let's walk our arms to the right, deep breath. And then over to the left. And we're going to come back to the center and let's sit up and roll the shoulders up, back, and down. And then take our right hand down, reach the left arm over. So we're going to put our hand behind our head and roll the chest open. Take a couple more breaths. Maybe your forearm is down, maybe just the fingers. But let's see if we can lengthen the side. Breathe into it. And then we're going to come on up and try this on the other side. Left hand down, right arm comes over. And then bend the arm, hand behind your head. Roll the chest open and breathe. And last deep breath. And let's come all the way up and just see how long your spine feels. We're going to inhale and look up and then forward fold, hinging forward, and take 3 breaths. And let's gently come back up. And we're going to twist to the right again, rolling the shoulders down. This time we're going to reach the right arm up and lean toward the left leg and roll the chest open. And then we're going to come back, put the right arm down and twist to the left. Take a deep inhale and lift the left arm up, leaning to the right leg, rolling the chest open. And let's come back to the center. And then we're going to release this. So we're going to straddle our legs. Sit up nice and tall and twist to the right. Lengthen toward the right leg. And breathe, keeping the left hip down. And let's walk our arms over to the left leg. Keep the right hip down. And then let's come to the center, reaching forward, extending and breathing. And we're going to come back up. And let's make our way over to hands and knees, cat-cow, and lengthen the spine. And let's do one more. And then we're going to come into puppy pose, reaching the arms forward. And then come down to Sphinx.
And let's come all the way down on our belly, reaching our arms over our head. 3 breaths. And let's bend our right leg. We're going to hold the right foot. Take another couple of breaths, waking that thigh up and the hip up. And now let's roll over to our back. So we're holding the foot.
We're going to take our right foot down and let's lift our left leg up and hold the big toe with our left fingers. And a few more breaths. Press the hip down. And then release that leg and the arm back over the head. Roll onto the belly. Release the leg down and take another deep breath. And then we're going to bend our left leg and hold the ankle or the foot and flex the foot. And here we go, we're rolling on our back, still holding the foot. And we're going to lift the right arm and the right leg up and hold the big toe. And a couple more deep breaths. And then release the arm over the head and leg down. Let's roll on our belly and bring our arms over our head. And now we're going to lift our right arm and left leg up and then put it down and then the left. Let's do a few more, lengthening through the leg. Use your breath. And one more to each leg. And let's press ourselves back to child's pose. And we're going to take 3 breaths. And let's come on up to downward dog. And we're going to walk to the top of the mat. And let's come halfway up, forward fold, and then inhale all the way up, reaching the arms up. Hands to our heart. We're going to lift our right knee up. And let's just hold, be flamingos. And then right foot down, left knee up, switch the legs. Standing up tall. And then left foot down, let's inhale the arms up. Forward fold, diving down, right leg steps back. And let's lift the left arm up in our spinal twist. And then come back to down dog. And right leg lifts up and steps forward. And the left. And we're going to come halfway up. Forward fold. And inhale all the way up. Hands to our heart. Lift the right knee up again. This time we're going to can. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And right foot down, left knee up. And let's can. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And left foot down. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Let's step our left leg back to our lunge and reach the right arm up, spinal twist. And then we're coming back to down dog. Left leg lifts up and steps forward, and the right. Let's come halfway up, forward fold, and let's come all the way up. Hands to our heart. Twist the upper body to the right and then the left. Back to the center. Inhale the arms up. Forward fold, step the right leg back. Let's bring the knee down this time, reaching the arms up in crescent lunge. Twist to the left. Arm crosses over, hands together. And then let's lift the right leg up and keep lengthening. And right hand down, left arm up. Really good. Let's step back, down dog. And right leg lifts up and steps forward. And the left, halfway up, forward fold, and inhale up. Hands to our heart. We're going to twist the upper body to the left and then to the right. Back to the center. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Left leg steps back. Now we're going to bring our knee down and reach the arms up, crescent lunge. And twist to the right. Let's cross the arm over, hands together. And now we're going to curl the left toes under, lift the left leg up. And then left hand down, right arm up. And let's step back, downward dog. And left leg lifts up and steps forward. And the right, halfway up, forward fold. And let's come all the way up. Hands to our heart. So we're going to lift the right knee up, but let's hold the right big toe with our fingers, just like we did before. Stretch the leg out, left arm out for balance. And then we're going to release and switch legs. And let's hold the left big toe. Stretch the leg out. And release that left foot down. And reach the arms up, inhaling up. Forward fold. And let's hold here for 3 breaths. Just let the head go. And now we're stepping back, downward dog, and lengthen. See if you can lift the hips a little higher as you press the palms down. And then plank. Let's come into a half arm plank, bending the forearms. And then back to Sphinx. And we're going to look up. And then looking down, chin toward the chest. Really good. Bring the head back to neutral. And we're going to come into our child's pose, sitting back on our heels. let's sit up on our heels. And we're gonna take a few breaths here. Let's take our right hand down, reach the left arm over, just like we were doing before. Roll the chest open. And now we're going to the other side, left one down, right arm over. And we're going to come back to the center and clasp our hands behind us. Let's come into rabbit. Inhale and look up and forward fold, lifting the hips up. And then release it back on your heels, release the hands. And we're going to come into hands and knees. And let's try our bird dog. Right leg lifts up, left arm out in front of us. And we're going to bend the right leg, flexing the foot like you're kicking your rear and straightening. Just a few more times. Keep that leg up as you're doing it. Control the movement. And last time. And let's put that down, hand and knee, and switch. Left leg, right arm, and slowly bend the left leg and straighten. And 2 more times. And then let's put that down. And now we're going to come up on our knees, reach the arms up in a little back bend, lengthening. And then let's come back to our child's pose. Back to down dog. 3 breaths. And we're going to lift our right leg up. Let's step it forward into our lunge and reach the arms up for high lunge. 3 more breaths. Now we're going to reach the arms forward and hold. And then we're going to lift the left leg up. So I'm going to put my fingers down in order to lift the left leg up. And then come into warrior 3. So however you can do that. And then step the leg back to reaching the arms up for high lunge. Really good. 1 more breath. And let's come back to our down dog and take a couple of breaths. Now we're going to switch legs. Left leg up, step the leg forward, and when you're ready, reach the arms up for high lunge and take a few breaths. And then arms reach forward. So we're keeping the right heel down. 1 more breath. And we're coming into warrior 3. However you can do that. Right leg lifts up, hands together. Now let's step our right leg back and reach the arms up. And we're coming back to our down dog. And then plank, back to dog. 1 more time. Let's stay in plank for 3 more breaths. and chaturanga.
5 cobras. And 1 more. So now we're going to reach our arms over the head here. We're still on our belly. Lengthen. And you know how we lifted one arm and one leg up before? Now we're going to lift both. So we're going to lift everything. Inhale up. Just hold. And start our swimming. Kick the feet. 20, 19, 18. You guys can just count down. 15, 9, keep lengthening, and then release. We're going to press back to our child's pose. And sit up on our heels. This time we're going to press the hands down and lift the hips. And breathe. And let's come into our table pose. So we'll take our legs out and do 5 tricep push-ups. And 1 more. And then let's bring our bottoms down and we're going to come into our boat pose and in and out with the legs. And then 1 more. Let's hold our big toes and stretch the legs out. And breathe. Roll the shoulders down. And 1 more breath. So we're going to bring our feet back down and come into a squat. Take a few more breaths. And then forward fold, lifting the hips up. And we're going to come all the way up. And let's reach the arms up. Hands to our heart and take a few breaths here. Roll the shoulders down. And let's lift the right knee up. We're going to try our dancer pose. Hold the right ankle or foot. Left arm up. And then warrior 3, right leg back. And reach it all the way back for warrior 1. And let's take 3 breaths here. Reach the arms forward, right fingers down, left arm up. And then both arms up, bringing our palms together. And let's clasp our hands behind us. Let's come into humble warrior. And forward fold, release the head. And we're we're coming up in our back bend, opening the throat. And then reaching the arms up for warrior one. Feel the chest opening. And let's step forward and come back to Tadasana. Take a couple more breaths. And then let's go into dancer, holding the left foot. And we're going to reach our right arm up. And warrior three, left leg back. And warrior one, leg comes all the way back. And let's take 3 deep breaths. Arms reach forward, left fingers down, right arm up. And both arms come up and bring the palms together. And then clasping our hands behind us, humble warrior. And feel that lengthening. Let's take 3 more breaths. And we're coming up in our back bend. Reaching the arms all the way out and up for warrior one. And let's step forward. And we're back in our Tadasana pose. Just feel the mountain. Feel the spine lengthening. Let's come into Utkatasana. We're going to twist to the right and cross the elbow over, hands together. And then twisting to the left. Back to our forward fold. Let's hold our elbows, 3 breaths. And release the hands down, step back, down dog. Notice how much longer you are now. Let's try an up dog. So we're going to come forward and then back to down dog. Take a deep breath. Let's lift our right leg up. We're going to come into warrior two. And reverse. Let's take our fingertips down on the inside of the right foot, left arm up. See if you can lengthen here. We're going to bring our left hand behind our ear or head. Roll the chest open. And then release that and just reach the arm up. It's kind of like a big circle. Let's come back to reverse. Left arm down, right arm up. And warrior two. And trikonasana. Take a few breaths. the way back up. We're going to reach both arms up in our wide-legged pose. Clasp our hands over our head. Lean to the right. And then over to the left. And then let's forward fold. So hands between our legs and go side to side in transverse lunges. We're going to walk ourselves over to a right side lunge. And then over to a left side lunge. Coming a little deeper into the hip. And then back to the center. Let's take another breath in our forward fold. And we're coming all the way up, reaching the arms up over our head. And warrior two, left foot out. And reverse, right arm down, left arm up. Now let's bring the fingertips down to the inside of our left foot, right arm up. And first we're just going to lengthen here. Then we're going to bend the arm so the hand is behind our head or ear. Roll the chest open. Stretch that arm back up and let's come all the way up into reverse. And then warrior two. And trikonasana. Let's straighten our left leg and reach to the left, right arm up. And last deep breath. We're going to come all the way up, reaching both arms up over our head, clasp the hands, lean to the right, and then over to the left. Let's come all the way down, releasing the hands, forward fold, a little side to side with the legs, transverse lunges. And then a right side lunge. And then a left side lunge. And then to the center again, holding our feet, forward fold, 3 breaths. So we're going to come up, all the way up, reaching the arms up again for a back bend, a lengthen. And then let's come into goddess. And we're going to do eagle arms. So just cross an arm over there and then reach the elbows up and down a few times. And one more. And then we're going to switch the arms to go the other way, cross the other arm over there. Same thing, reach the elbows up and down a few times. And one more. And then just uncross and do regular arms, regular old goalpost arms. And let's come all the way up, straightening the legs, back to down dog. And take 3 breaths.
Now we're going to come into pigeon pose. So right leg lifts up, bend the knee, roll that hip open and bring the knee between the thumbs. And let's stretch the left leg back. We're going to come into our back bend. And then forward fold. And let's take 3 slow breaths. And now we're going to come back to our downward dog and take a couple of breaths. And let's switch the legs. So left leg lifts up, bend the knee, roll the hip open, and let's bring our left knee between our thumbs and bring the right leg all the way back and come on our fingertips for a back bend. And forward fold, keeping the hips even. And 3 more breaths. Let's come back to our down dog and take 3 breaths here. Feel the evenness as you press the palms down, lifting the hips a little higher. Now we're going to walk to the top of our mat. And we're going to roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. And let's bring our arms, or just keep them down by your sides, and feel the opening in your body. Feel how the chest is lifting, shoulders rolling down. And take 2 more slow breaths. And then we're going to come into our squat and lower the hips down for a few breaths. And 3 more breaths. And let's lower down now. So we're going to roll down 1 vertebrae at a time and come into happy baby and breathe. And butterfly pose. Let's bring our feet together. Notice how the shoulders are rolling down. And let's take 2 more breaths. And we're going to put our feet down so we can come into a twist, knees over to one side, look to the other, and just feel the lengthening. Feel the difference. Notice how much easier it is to breathe now that our body is open. And then let's roll the legs to the other side and feel. And last deep breath. And we're going gonna come back to the center and let's do Setu Bandha, rolling the hips up. Walk the shoulder blades closer together. 3 breaths. And then we're going to gently bring the back down and come into our final pose. And just feel. Notice how you place your legs down so that the feet are gently rolling out and our palms are facing up. And feel the evenness and the balance in your body as you softly breathe in and out. As the head presses down, it releases your neck, your jaw, and tongue. Feel the shoulders and the arms gently relaxing. And notice how slowly the breath is coming into the belly, the mid-chest, and the upper chest. We're going to visualize ourselves today like beautiful butterflies, light. Maybe you can even feel wind and become lighter and lighter. Feel the color of your wings. And with this sense of lightness, we're feeling our whole being bringing in more prana and energy and life force as beautiful light. We're filling every cell and molecule with this light for good health and harmony. And we're also wishing peace to our homes and families and communities, as well as to our brothers and sisters everywhere. We're going to deepen our breath and gently wiggle the fingers and toes. Let's stretch our arms over our head and roll to the side. And keeping our eyes closed, we're going to come on up and feel as we bring our hands to our heart and seal in our practice today together. Feel your breath softly coming in and going out. Inhale and sigh. One more time. Namaste. Thank you, everybody, for coming today. Have a wonderful Wednesday.
You too.
Very
Thanks, Marian.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye.
Guy.
Bye.
It was fun, all that you mix things up today.
Oh, good, Marcia. I'm so glad. Great. All right. Bye.
Bye.